So I went into this episode realising that out of all the Rings of Power series, I really don't like Galadriel and Elrond. Because Galadriel starts off being manipulated really easily by Adar, before realising that Sauron's manipulated the whole thing and actually wants the siege. Adar proposes that they make an alliance, that they use the Crown of Morgoth and the Three Rings and combine them to defeat Sauron and completely wipe him out. And then she has a light bulb moment and loses her cool and just goes nuts. Celebrimbor finally has some pushback because he hears the siege horns, which we'll get to. It's good to see some pushback because at the beginning it just starts, he pushes back a lot, and then it's a slippery slope to just full indoctrination by Sauron and Anatar. Anatar takes some big responsibilities because the Mithril is running low and they're not bringing any, so Celebrimbor tells Anatar to sort it out, please. But then in that take, he does actually say, I'm taking now control of the administration and all the runnings of Eregion, which he says is a big group of people. So these soldiers actually come to him and say, can you have a look at this? People have been sent out to check out something, I can't remember what, but only one person came back and he was all sliced up. This is one of my main issues with this episode, is the fact that he's told that you can see the engravings on the dude's body, and he says, just bury it and forget about it, don't tell anyone. Fine, it's Sauron, he probably used some mind stuff or anything like that, but still there should be more people who know about this even before they pass that message on. Plus, how do they not see the smoke in the distance, that there's something bad going on? They should have more scouts even before this happening. They should know, they should hear them, or the Uruks, as Adar is trying to be a bit more respectful to the orcs, to his people. Maybe they're thinking that Eregion can't be, they'd never expect an attack, but still they would have scouts, and that bugs me about this episode. In other news, Gandalf is being tested by Tom Bombadil because he needs to find his staff, because that's what he's been having daydreams about. But then Tom Bombadil's just like, you can either do this or go find your mates, because Gandalf's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. What do I do? I'll just go see Nori, see if she's okay. Tom Bombadil's like, you got one or the other. I wonder when he's gonna be a pick, and it's like a subtle undertone of, actually you should have done this. He's gonna go for Nori. During the third, it's all about that money, y'all. Even squaring up to Anatar, being like, we want more, we don't want just Lumbo. But he's just basically saying, he's just like, no, I'm not going to give you what you want. And that old notion of, he'll be back. Disa's pushing for rebellion because Durin's just like, because of what he sees in Durin, about just wanting more money. And what she saw in the last episode about the feeling, the dark and dastardly, whatever it was. Durin the fourth agrees after doing a little bit of crying. And Miriel, probably one of the coolest parts of the episode. You see a bit more of affection between Miriel and Elendil. Cool, I liked it. It was probably my favourite part of the whole episode, was the interactions between Elendil and Miriel. I feel like Elendil's a bit over the top most of the time, but these two interactions were quite well. Plus, Miriel gets spat out by a sea dragon, and that's trumps standing in front of an eagle at Miriel's coronation like a little bitch.